Yo, welcome back to New Entry Wrestling Podcast. Today it's kind of like a breaking news kind of deal. Um, Vince McMahon reportedly sold WWE to Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. This news broke a couple hours before Stephanie re-signed with the company after her father, Vince McMahon, made a return as the chairman on the board. McMahon owns, controls of the shares of the company. And so obviously he came back because I don't know, other people on the board wanted to sell the company to like Amazon, Netflix, Peacock and stuff like that. But Vince said we can't sell the company unless I come back. And Vince came back and he took it to a different direction. So uh at this moment it's very like quiet. Like it's just some reports about it. Everybody knew. Vince even said it himself. He wants to come back to sell the company. Me personally, I thought it was just one of those things where it's like, how when you're trying to get back with your ex, you're telling your ex, oh, I'm gonna change for you, blah blah blah, and in reality you don't change. That's what I thought Vince was gonna pull. But Vince really was like, damn, he came back and he's just said, screw my family, screw Stephanie, screw Nick Khan, screw Triple H. This guy is not happy how the direction the WWE is going. That's why he wants to sell the company. And it's just like it's just a petty thing to do. I understand WWE is his baby and he could sell it to whoever and he could do whatever he wants. And obviously that's what he's been doing, the way how he's been running the company. He wants it done his way. But in the end of the day, you would think like as long as my daughter and his and her husband is running my company, who cares? They're making profit, they're doing great storylines and stuff like that. So they're pushing Charlotte, Karrion Cross is not in the main event no more. So, you know, I just don't get it, why he wants to go ahead and sell the company. But the only thing is, where does the company go from here? What is Vince gonna go from here? Apparently, Triple H is still part of creative side. Is he going to be after Vince sold the company? Nobody really knows from there. So it's still fresh news. We'll learn more when within days or even weeks. Now Royal Rumble is going to be very interesting to watch now. Um, yeah, we still clearly they're gonna have a lot of money now. Maybe they're just trying to compete with AEW. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to run AEW down, trying to have all the money in the world that they can. Um, yeah, it's crazy how it's been a crazy year in 2022 from wrestling, like from Cody Rhodes' return to Stone Cold's last match to Vince McMahon to Triple H taking control, and from from SummerSlam all the way to basically now or before Vince's return. WWE has been great, amazing. Honestly, it made me forget about Impact Wrestling for a bit. It made me forget about AEW for a bit. It made me forget about New Japan, NWA, Triple H. It made me forget about that because how great within these months have been with WWE. But now it's like, okay, I'm probably gonna go back to watching Impact after this. You know, Hard to Kill is this Friday. So Josh Alexander versus Bully Ray, Full Metal Mayhem, and then also Mickey James versus Jordan Grace for the its title versus career. So so that's something to look forward. But Royal Rumble is definitely going to be very interesting this year. So will be WrestleMania, even though Royal Rumble and WrestleMania was already going to be interesting in itself because we have Cody Rhodes return. We also maybe have The Rock return and also John Cena's return for WrestleMania. We have The Rock for WrestleMania night 2 and then Cena for night 1. We're going to get Roman Reigns versus The Rock. It's just it's like a very crazy roller coaster ride that's going on with WWE. It's been very good so far, but now with Vince is back, Vince, we all had the same feelings of we didn't care about Vince being in office and on being back on the chairman side and the board. It was more on the creative side that we cared about. Vince just lost his touch since, basically once they went to the PG era, that's where Vince was just like, he does not know how to run a PG era because he's so used to from the even though the golden era was basically PG, but from the golden era to the 2000, it's a whole different generation. So Vince is trying to go back to that golden era, which is understandable. And that's why, but then you go from the golden era to the new generation to the attitude and then ruthless aggression to the PG, back to the PG. It's just a very big change, even though it's already been 10 years. But obviously at that time, it's a huge change, something to get used to. It took me a while. I think it took me about 3 years to get used to it. But then I only enjoyed it for like 2 years. And then after that, it was just like, eh. And then I got back into it, enjoying it again back in 2016. And then I kind of like, for a bit. But WWE, it's just to me, it's just crazy because when I was a kid, it was just mainly stories of this person may face this person. Oh, we may get this pay-per-view. This pay-per-view is going to happen at this location. We're going to get this feud. This person's going to get a title shot. Now it's more like the older I get, I don't know if the news has always been out there, maybe because I was just a kid and I wasn't looking for that stuff. But the older I got, the more I'm getting backstage stuff, you know, bad booking, fights, and, people's contracts coming up, people wanting to quit. Vince McMahon, it's difficult to work with. And it's just like, it's always bad vibes, bad things going on backstage in WWE. I always thought WWE was, I knew one day Vince was going to sell WWE, but I always thought it was going to be like, that's it. We're not running any more shows. We're done. We're closing the door. We're selling everything to like Amazon, Netflix, like a network, and they're just gonna show from the golden era to whatever that generation ends. That's how I always expected. I never really thought once Vince was out of the picture, I always thought WWE was gonna be gone as well. Clearly that's how he wants it. He doesn't want if he's not in the picture, he doesn't want WWE to be running. And I don't blame him because that's his company, that's his baby. So it's just yeah, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. Like it's whatever. I mean, it sucks, but at the same time, who knows? Maybe it turns out to be a good thing. Maybe it'll work out in the end. Maybe it won't. I mean, at least we got a good what since August till now, a good few months of great wrestling, great storylines. I just hope they continue the storyline. I really hope Triple H still controls the creative side, at least until WrestleMania. If Vince is gonna say you're done, at least have him till WrestleMania, and then after WrestleMania, start fresh. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully Triple H is still running the creative side. If not, if Triple H loses that power, if I was him, I'll take my money and go start my own company then. And I feel like Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, I'm pretty sure they made enough money and saved enough money to start their own company. So, and they should. Don't even start with NXT. Just start your own company. Same with Shawn Michaels. But yeah, I guess, yeah, I don't know what else. I just wanted to say this breaking news episode. So yeah, go check out Hard to Kill, Impact this Friday the 13th. And also check out our latest episode of where I interview Axel Rico, a indie wrestler here in the Chicagoland area. He's also wrestled almost everywhere here in the States. He's also been on AEW Dark Elevation, I believe. So go check out that other episode and follow us on Twitter. I don't know do we have Twitter? I don't even know. Yeah, Twitter, IG, TikTok, and or if you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe and like button, share this video, and yeah, also check out our merch for pro wrestling tees. Everything's on the link in the bio. So yeah, until next time, I'm Ian and I am out. Doo doo doo.
Yay!